Hi, this is Tim Gaspar, candidate for LA City Council for 2026 for CD3. Wanted to talk a little bit today about Rams Village, which is the new project that was just announced by the Kroenke Group, the current owner of the LA Rams football team. This project is going to be big. And when I say big, I mean huge. This is going to be the largest project ever built within the West Valley, and possibly the entire valley. I want to give you a little bit of an idea as to what this thing is going to look like. First, it's going to take up the entire property where the Promenade Mall is right now, which has been dormant for essentially the past 10 years or so. In addition to that, it's going to significantly redo the Anthem property, which is where the LA Rams headquarters has been for about the past year and a half or so. So that sort of gives you an idea in regards to the geographic footprint. The skyscrapers that are going to be built at this new project are going to be 25% taller than the current Warner Center towers that are already there. So you'll be able to see this thing from anywhere in the valley, and maybe outer space. It's entirely possible. It's going to have a total of 3.3 million square feet of residential space. The project's about 66% residential, which is great because of the housing shortage that we have here in LA. So that'll bring a lot more people to the valley, hopefully a lot more families. That could be a really fantastic thing. It's going to have about 400,000 new square footage of office space, 100,000 square footage of medical space, parking for 9,000 cars, which is fantastic because a lot of times when these new projects get built, they don't have enough parking. You end up with people parking all over the residential streets that are anywhere that are walking distance. Probably the coolest part about this project from my standpoint is there's going to be two entertainment venues, one with seating for 5,000 people and one with seating for 2,500 people. So just think of all the cool music acts and plays and all the different things that we'll be able to get here in the West Valley so that we don't have to drive all the way to the West Side or downtown LA to be able to get that kind of entertainment. There'll be a new indoor football practice field. The cool thing about this indoor field is it's also going to have seating for 2,500 people, which means there could be opportunities to be able to actually watch the team practice, which is something we don't have access to right now. So definitely really cool ways to be able to spend our time in the future in the West Valley without having to actually go anywhere. But a couple of the best things from an impact standpoint about this project, it's going to create 8,400 construction jobs during construction, and the construction is going to take about 10 years altogether. So these aren't jobs that are just going to be, short term and then go away. We're talking about 10 years of 8,400 jobs. In addition to that, about $750 million in payroll that will be spent on these jobs. And then what I think is probably the best thing for all of us residents, after all the services are paid for in regards to additional LAPD, additional street services, additional LAFD, there's going to be a net positive on an annual basis of $21 million a year to the city from this property. And as LA City Council person, I want to make sure that that $21 million stays in our district. I don't want to go in downtown. I don't want to go in to pay for other projects somewhere else in the city. That is our money. We want to keep it in the West Valley, invest back into the West Valley, and continue to make this the place to be. So again, this is Tim Gaspar, candidate for CD3. You can find out more about my campaign at timgaspar.com. Thank you so much.